As we have been saying, Zen is a process of subtraction. You subtract almost everything you've been told is going on in the world in order to find out what's actually going on in the world. As you've already begun to see, this isn't easy. You've been programmed to see the world in a very definite way, and stepping out of that programming requires you to overcome your own mental resistance. This process of subtraction becomes way more intense and personal when it comes to the self that you feel you are. This self that you believe you are is the shell you've lived in all your life. You feel it's who you are. So subtracting this away is far more difficult and personal. I want to tell you a story that you might have heard before, but it's a good one. Once upon a time, there was a shell creature living on the river bottom of a powerful rushing river. The only thing he knew he had to do his whole life was to cling to the river bottom and never let go. That's what everyone else around him did. That was the name of the game. So he did this too, his whole life. But all the while, he had this feeling that maybe, just maybe, if he let go, he could go where the river was going. What an adventure that would be. He occasionally mentioned this to the other shell creatures, and they all said, "No, you can't do that. You're a shell creature. You will never survive if you let go. You'll be washed away forever." So he stopped talking to them about it. But the feeling never left him. He could sense that his freedom lay in the thundering movement of the water above. So one day, he simply let go. And it was amazing. He was completely weightless and flying in the current. He could see so much farther than he could ever see before. There was nothing holding him down, nothing holding him back, and he felt like the whole world had become his home. As he was carried along, far below him, he could see other shell creatures clinging to the river bottom. He could even see his own shadow floating over top of them. He kept shouting, "Hey, you can let go! It's okay, it's actually okay!" The shell creatures below could hear a faint voice calling, and they turned and looked up, and were amazed to see this miraculous shell creature floating far above them in utter freedom. A few of them even understood what he was saying, and they whispered to the others, "He's saying, let go! He's saying, let go!" But none of them let go. They were too afraid. And for years afterwards, they would tell the story of the shell creature that let go and flew, of how he was special and not like others. And they continued to cling to the river bottom, never letting go.